Well, Alex, we're here in the horror gallery, and it's all about things that are spooky and scary. So you want to see something really scary?
Yeah.
It's back! For anyone that's new here, you want to give them the rundown of...
We watched the show, we didn't like it, the first season wasn't good. Audience was like, oh, you gotta keep going, and we didn't. There's the backstory. I have no interest in continuing the show at all. Vampires have never really been much my thing. There's just one specific TV show that's done it well. I'm not going to spoil it because that would kind of spoil the whole show, but if you know us, you know what TV show we're talking about. Besides that, I've never had an interest much in vampires, and then we watched the first season of this show, and it was exactly what I expected it to be. There was like a couple good episodes from season 1, like the puppet one. So maybe this one will blow us out of the water, because we gave him a chance to pick one. It was like, you get one shot, better pick a good one. And yeah, that's all I got to say.
Yeah, the reason we're watching this is because we hit a goal on a live stream of Patreon signups, and the people over on Patreon got to choose of any show we've ever watched here on the channel and didn't continue, got to pick one episode from at any point in the show for us to try as kind of a, hey, we told you so, in terms of not stopping that show. This is it. This is what was chosen. There were, there were episodes of shows like Babylon 5, Farscape, Battlestar Galactica that were all in there, but this episode from Buffy won out in votes over all of those. So either we're going to have the biggest disconnect thus far with what you guys are giving us, or you prove us wrong about this show's quality.
The best part, it's a lose-lose for us. Because if we don't like it, it's like, oh, of course they don't like it, idiot, blah, blah, blah. But if we do like it, it's like, idiots, we told them that they'd like it. So.
I gave you the wrong one.
Oh.
Yeah, and also add on to that, the goal of this, which I tried to explain when we were doing the voting, but I get people's expectations and their hopes, I understand. The goal of this is not to convince us to watch the show. Like, if we come away from this episode loving it, we're not going to go, okay, let's go back to season 2 and start this show and watch it all on our channel. Like, that's not what we're doing here specifically, but also just not what we're doing in general anymore. We have the Star Trek journey, and we have the horror gallery, which this is being put into, because I figured, it's loose enough of a fit. But in general, we aren't really watching any series anymore outside of that. However, there is a Patreon exclusive series coming to the channel, and we don't get to decide that. There are 5 people who are in our highest tier that will get to decide that. As of recording this, that hasn't been decided, but by the time this hits YouTube, that will be. And all I have to say is if those 5 people choose for the second season of this show to be what we watch, I think that would be just the ultimate, the ultimate symbol of our relationship with our audience. Their biggest form of revenge, paying us a bunch of money to force us to watch something.
To watch a TV show. We also want to put that out there. Like, us watching Buffy Season 2 on our own free will is the equivalent of us being so, like, desperate that we're, like, old celebrities on TikTok Live begging for donations.
Yeah.
Like, just keep that in mind.
All right. We're just having fun, guys.
We're trying to draw this out as long as possible.
Okay.
Reaction starts at this timestamp.
Congratulations.
Talking about communication. Talking about language. Not the same thing. It's about inspiration.
This is what, season 4, episode 10?
Yeah. A long ways from where we were. Well, a couple years, I guess, but looks like she's in college now.
Lie down on my desk.
What?
College lecture nowadays, everyone laptop.
Also filming this.
A demonstration, right?
Be a good boy.
Oh yeah, this would be filmed. That guy would be done.
What was the lesson? Oh, they made out a long time. Everyone left.
Made the sun go down indoors.
Do you hear that?
Oh! I saw that guy in the DVD cover, so I'm assuming he's a recurring villain.
Hey, you guys headed over toward Judd?
Student center.
Oh, great.
They replaced the...
I was about to say, did they get rid of the guy from Coherence?
Replace him with this Chad?
What about you?
Oh, grading papers.
Ah, that'll be fun.
Well, he's lying, obviously, Could have already been revealed in the show that he's a creature or something, and we don't know that. So that's our fault.
I guess I won't see you until...
Yeah.
This is the episode they chose, huh?
Yeah, I know you're going into this wanting to hate it already. I'm trying to have a slightly open mind, but yeah, not super impressed by the hook.
I live in the real world. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Hey, he's still here.
I live in the real world, okay? There's no such thing as optimism.
And you make jokes during my pain. You don't care about me at all.
I care about you.
He ended up in this relationship. Buffy didn't like me. I had to settle for this.
Well, I think we should talk about it now.
Thank you for knocking.
Hey, Giles is still around.
If you don't know how I feel about
I don't. This isn't a relationship. You don't need me. All you care about is lots of orgasms.
Nice.
I need you to take Spike for a few days.
What?
Friend who's coming to town, and I'd like us to be alone.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're not in the high school anymore, so I guess Giles is no longer, like, the librarian at their school. He's just become a guy. They just go to his house.
Does he still, maybe he still works there at the library, but they just come visit him? Maybe they live together now?
You know, conjuring transmutation.
Oh, yeah. Then we could all get on our broomsticks and fly around on our broomsticks.
Couldn't come up with a second witch cliche. Just had to use broomstick twice in a row.
Every time we talk, I have to lie. I wish I could just come clean.
Well, you can't. Yeah, I know I can't.
Wait, you see that thing down there? Something weird was down there. There was like a demon of some kind down there.
So sorry.
Yeah. That's enough small talk, don't you think?
All right, Giles.
Did their souls just leave their body? Are they dead now?
Kills everyone in the town.
Show's over. Oh, they got everybody. Even the Slayer.
I'm gonna guess it was their voices, based on the episode being called Hush. Pretty creepy face. I wonder if he's one of those doesn't talk villains. She said I'm calling deaf. That's pretty. I guess that would be a normal reaction.
Please state your name for vocal identification. Override code incorrect.
Bro forgot his code? Come on.
No security footage, no, face, eyes, retinal scan.
Oh, there you go. They got him out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, retinal scan would make sense. They don't have the budget, whatever this underground company facility is.
I don't know why everyone's upset. This is my dream.
Not everyone's like you. College students tend to want to talk.
I mean, this was before Twitter was invented, so of course they're freaking out.
Yeah, they couldn't all just type.
They couldn't type do better yet.
Like it's the Great Depression or something.
You know where I'd be right now? I'd be sitting in my dorm room, playing Gears of War 2, enjoying the hell out of my life.
Local authorities have issued a written statement, I should say, blaming recent flu vaccinations.
A military presence would only increase panic.
Okay, so my guess is there's been 3 seasons of shenanigans going on. So the government finally caught on, set up this secret, infiltration of this town where shit's always happening.
Well, remember, even way back in the first season, they had that ending where the FBI came in, or the CIA or Men in Black came in and took the one girl.
The invisible one?
Yeah. So I think they had caught on.
What happened to the guy that got his own TV show?
Oh, Angel?
Angel, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe his show already started. Oh yeah. Also, what happened to Charisma? I forget her character name.
Who?
Oh, here we go. Wait, where was everyone?
Yeah, I thought everyone was wandering aimlessly. Where'd they go?
Oh, so they don't care about being seen.
Wonder what they want.
You already have their voices. Like what? wonder how they did this effect, though, the floating. I wonder if they're looking specifically for Buffy.
Imagine uprooting your entire life, just selling everything, moving into an apartment with 6 other people just to play one of those fuckers in the back.
Oh, the straitjacket guys?
Yeah.
Probably uncredited.
Just got done at a 16-hour shift at Starbucks, and you're going to be on set for 16 hours going like this. Can't scream for help.
Now imagine the torture if they started tickling him. And you can't scream. They just killed him. Oh, his heart. Oh, all of them. Oh, wait, no, those are more hearts. Okay, I'm like, did he take all of his organs? Oh, look at that guy in the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, imagine being from outside of this town. You hear first this thing about them losing their voice, and they blame it on a vaccine, then just multiple people killed with their hearts stolen.
Now, is this lady going to say anything about seeing? Okay.
Nice, she had to draw him. Oh, yes, his classic book. Just the 10 books on the table. Starts reading.
Now, how are you going to give your exposition, Giles, if you can't talk?
The classic overhead projector.
It's backwards.
The OG PowerPoint. A pretty good drawing.
Yes, Joss. Good job. Great joke.
You jack off?
I can just picture Joss behind the camera just laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be Gal Gadot.
He's like, I don't fucking know.
Look, I just give the exposition, okay?
Not the solution. Now imagine he accidentally leaves these slides and someone comes in. Buffy, what is this?
Buffy would then write down, how do you have your voice back?
Yeah, these guys do not care about hiding or being secretive, so I'm shocked they haven't already been found by this agency.
Yeah, when there's like 6 or 7 of them just floating around.
Was that Tara from earlier? Remember my scene earlier?
When I was on the ground and everyone else wasn't?
So now you'll care about me when I get attacked here.
Maybe she's an actual witch.
Ah. That's a good call, actually. I could definitely see that.
I'm just picturing in the world of today with porch cams, door cams.
Oh, Ring, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they were easily found out within seconds of, Is that a stake? A vampire hunter gun?
Oh, yeah. You know, I was wondering, why did they have to have these straitjacket people with the gentleman characters? It's because they have to have their, you know, Power Ranger putty characters who you can just kill easily, you know.
Yeah.
The fodder.
Nice. Wrong door.
Dude, you're done, bro. You gotta jump out the window. Oh, no. Luckily, they glide slow. I love just their just like craziness of motion. Just oh, nice. Oh, there you go. That's both of them finding out. They both shoot.
Or they just start making out.
And the guys are just dancing around. Ooh. Oh yes, the classic rope spot.
There's just a plank of wood set up in the middle of the room from the bust through.
It looked like they were maybe building something in there or something. Under construction. That was a good transition.
I hate their faces.
Oh yeah, I remember you were not a fan of that at all. He's gonna think he bit her.
And they can't talk, yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go, Xander. He's not afraid to square up with a vampire. It's like, I've been dealing with shit for 3.5 years. Supposed to wrap up their small issue from the one scene earlier where he doesn't care about her, apparently. Having sex in that state would be interesting. Not able to talk or make noise. Do you think they bring in the board?
Oh, yeah.
In the bedroom?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Harder.
You're on my hair. There you go. Sell the leg. Sell the ankle.
Hold on.
No, she's magic. Oh, this girl's gonna be like, you are a witch.
We have to use the power of friendship.
Oh, wait, is this girl a witch too? And they're gonna be...
Power of one, the power of two. I don't know, that was from the Acolyte.
There you go. I mean, her name's Willow, so I'm not surprised she has some type of powers. Oh! Right to the back of the head. You might be able to fight better if you took off your leather jacket. Yeah, I guess they didn't get that far.
Oh, look at that backflip. Nice. God, I hate that air.
Oh, the...
Yeah. You might as well put a ka-chow or, bong, sound effect for every...
Oh, there you go, right on the bell. Just hit the wrong thing. That's pretty good. Fuck! Yeah. Oh, nice. Maybe they were a one-episode villain.
My mom used to. She had a lot of power. Like you.
I don't have much in the way of power. I'm definitely nothing special.
No, you are.
Oh, good for them.
All the time you used to talk to me about witchcraft and darkness and the like, I just thought you were being pretentious.
Oh, it was.
Scary.
Too scary?
I don't know.
Just imagining, was he telling her all these stories of like their past experiences? And she just she just thinks he's bullshitting her the whole time?
I'm not in college. I'm a 40-year-old man. You can tell by my appearance.
It's a 21 Jump Street scenario, but instead of drugs, it's monsters.
But also, you have to realize, anyone any age can go to college.
It's very ageist of you. I didn't say anything yet.
Yeah, Buffy didn't say a single thing.
I really like that. They couldn't talk the whole episode, and now they're able to talk, and it ends on they can't talk because they don't know how. That's good. I think it was a good episode of TV. I think that, it was well made. I think it was very clever to have... I don't know the whole story with this guy, how long ago in this show he was introduced, but to have the reveal of them find out about each other in this situation where they literally can't talk, I think is clever. If you're a fan of this show, I think that reveal and then them ending there without saying anything definitely would have, hooked you into like, oh wow, can't wait for the next episode now that they know about each other. Where's that going to lead? I kind of treated this like a lot of comments that we've gotten about, oh, this is actually the first episode I saw, kind of like we watched the first season, but of kind of just jumping into TV. This is how people watch TV back in the day. I'm sure there's plenty of people that had never saw this show, turned it on one day, and this happened to be the episode they saw. So I kind of took it from that lens, which is a unique experience for us, which I enjoyed. So overall, I thought it was fine. I think if you compare this to some of the lower tier schlock we've watched thus far in the horror gallery, I wouldn't say this is the worst one among those. But with that being said, if the expectation for anybody who wanted us to watch this was for me to be blown away or anything, it just seems like it's a competent show that's fine. But I definitely liked it more than I disliked it. That's about it for me.
I came out of this the same way I went going in. if I never saw this again and I'm on my deathbed, you know, there's going to be no regrets about never seeing the show again. And yeah, you brought up like, oh, this is the episode that got me in it. Like, if this is like the one I came across, yeah, I'd be like, oh, I don't, it wasn't for me. I don't care.
Yeah, I think there's definitely an element that you came into it not wanting to like it, and that is obviously difficult to overcome. I mean, it's like having a 5-minute feeling before even starting it. So
Yeah. I mean, I expected everyone's like, oh, season 1's bad. It gets so much better. And this, compared to what we've seen in season 1, it didn't feel like there was that much big of a jump. It still felt very 90s campy, you know, schlocky.
The tone was the same,
exactly the same, and nothing intrigued me to want to like. Oh, who's the guy with the blonde hair? Oh, what's this new woman with Xander? What's this like? I like nothing about it. It's like, oh, I got to see what happens with this situation.
Yeah. It's definitely. I'm actually a little bit surprised that it wasn't more different in tone based on what people had said. This is 3 seasons later, you know, more than halfway through the show, I think, at this point. I thought the tone was exactly the same as what we saw. I think the budget was probably the biggest difference. Like, I can tell it's just like, you know, it doesn't look like 240p, and, you know, there's like a little bit more money behind it. The costumes of the villains was neat. They looked creepy. I don't know if they're a one-off or if that was the end of an arc. I don't know. But I think even you would admit, like, there's a piece of this that, like, your reaction to it is different than if we had never watched this show at all and you knew nothing about it, and then we just watched this episode. And we didn't have those comments of, oh, the show gets much better, this first season's just the bad one, like all of those things in your mind or in watching those episodes.
Yeah, I mean, I already had preconceived notions about the show, even like watching season 1.
Before watching season 1, you mean?
Yeah, like I already had like, oh, I've heard of this show, and watching season 1, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I expected. So if I never watched season 1, I watch this episode because I don't feel like it's that different compared to season 1. I'd be like, yeah, that's what I expected. Not for me.
Nice to see Giles again. I just like that actor, and it's a cool character. I wish the show was just about him. I mean, he's definitely my favorite part. You know, his jokes are actually funny. They're dry, and he's usually a good part of the show.
Yeah, but also very consistent. I think with season 1, from what I remember. Oh, here's the problem. Anyway.
Yeah, just a creative way of having to do it because of the not being able to talk, using the overhead projector, you know, making it a little bit different in that way. Sure, yeah. But that's his role in the show, and that's what he does. So even they progress past him being the librarian, he still just does the same thing. I mean, even the typical grab the book off the shelf and start doing research. So,
yeah, and good old, some classic damn it Joss moments in this one for sure.
Oh, yeah, I think that, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it was whatever.